Hey. It's me again. Hannah. Hannah Baker. Yes. Again. You're probably wondering why I'm back. Mind your fucking business, bitch. Just like last time. Get a snack. Settle in. 'Cause I'm about to tell you the story of my life. More specifically, why my life ended. Again. Anyways, if you're listening to this tape, you're one of the reasons why.
My first reason, internalized misogyny. Shout out to all my Korean K-pop, KR and BK indie female soloist stans. We are truly the bravest beings out there. I mean, who else would willingly suffer through seeing your favorite female artists being besties but never collabing? There's literally no good reason as to why there is a lack of collabs between female artists. And then they'll just randomly throw the most ugly voice, unknown male creature onto the track to ruin something that could have been good. It's so sick. And it's Jay Park's fault, by the way. We all know that feeling. A successful group full of MILFs. Very talented members that could be big if they tried. But instead of going on to have successful solo careers in music, they all are now models, or even worse, actresses. Like if you don't get your grown ass on and into the nearest studio. Bitch ass. They train for 87 years, just to be active for 5, and then move on with their life like, oh okay, very cool. I mean, do I have to explain why this sucks? Why the fuck are you dancing so hard? Why the fuck are you doing random ass backflips? Why the fuck are you so goddamn stiff? The way they dance reminds me of my friends in elementary playing Power Rangers doing recess. Like, this shit sucks. Honestly, these videos wouldn't hurt as much if boy group defenders didn't make up 8,000 excuses as to why these actually slay. Talking about some damn technique and figure like, nerd. Shut the fuck up. It's terrible. These boys are so scared of being called a twink like Shiny and NCT and Jimin are still here, and queer besties, you will be fine, or they'll over-exaggerate the feminine dance moves and start laughing their asses off like, please tell me what the fuck is so funny, you cunt.
We were all so happy that day. It's actually hard to even imagine how terrible things would soon become.
I'm real tired of these girls being thrown into the dungeon. They get thrown in the dungeon for doing anything. Flops? Dungeon. Slayers? Dungeon. Record-breaking comeback? Dungeon. Scandal? Dungeon. Worldwide fame? Dungeon. Rookie of the year? Dungeon. Outselling their sibling boy group? Dungeon. Losing members? Dungeon. A boy group will do the same thing and have 12 comebacks lined up for the next 2 years. Like, oh my fucking god.
There is no such thing as a coincidence. The fact that
Youth concepts in kpop began to die down once its EG Idol and Dreamcatcher debuted means that their negative energy was spiritually aligned with the evil energy of girl boss feminism. Day 132 of a Jenny talking about the same thing. What did you expect? I'm sorry. But I'm literally so tired of getting excited over a debut or comeback, just for it to be an overdone, boring, idol, ITZY, or Dreamcatcher type concept. Like, give it up, delicious. The fact that the new goos are carrying the cute concept like it's actually so sad.
Oh no, I lost my pen.
You could borrow mine.
Thanks.
I lost something once. I lost something I couldn't live without.
I don't know what it is, but these girl groups will debut and everything will be on point. The styling, the music video, the songs, the production, the comeback scheduler stuff. Literally everything. And as soon as they come back, there are very obvious budget cuts. Even if the debut was successful and they got some attention. The ones I saw this most in is Cherry Bullet, Loona, and Rocket Punch. But it's also happened to Signature, Stacy, GWSN, very good, Pink Fantasy. Sometimes it'll fluctuate a little like Loona and Pink Fantasy. But still, they barely put money into these girl groups after a successful release. And sure, you can bring up sales. But these new goo boys will sell 2K and still get a budget. They just hate their female artists.
This ain't the Oscars, is it? I'm used to something a little bit different, but let's go. We bring our own drinks up in places like this.
I was trying to think of reasons why the end of year shows were so boring. And then it came to me. Among the things that makes it horrible, it's literally 87,097,348 boy groups performing compared to like the same 5 girl groups.
But nigga, please don't touch.
La 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 and road.
I can tell this was made by a conservative.
There's no reason why every boy group in existence should be performing at this ceremony. Gravity.
Who's that?
Oh, come on, guys. Who's okay.
Is that a singer?
Well, let's Google.
Literally, who is that? There's a reason why more people were tuned in for Queendom versus Kingdom. You bitches are boring.
Where's the album? We want the album.
Have you ever noticed how men throw full albums with repackages at us twice a year, yet women never get them? SN's last album was 4 years ago. DIA's last album was 4 years ago. Red Velvet's was 4 years ago as well. Before Eyes Wide Open, Twice's was also 4 years ago. I don't know about you, but I'm seeing angel numbers right now, and it's not on purpose. Like, I'm actually getting a message from my guardian angel right now. She said you need to subscribe, or else you have 99999 days to live. I don't know. I'd listen to her if I were you. Back to this. Blackpink just got theirs. But there's a whole bunch of groups that debuted at the same time or after them who still haven't released one. Weki Meki, Loona, Momoland, CLC, April, Cherry Bullet, Elris, and so on. Excellent discographies, by the way. Women are always used as lab rats to test their little shows and promotion shit. Mnet always does it with their survival shows, and they did it with Queendom. Because of that, there's no budget and promo put into the stuff they do. But as soon as the men come, they're like, hey LOL, come watch this very good show, and these bitches magically pull a budget out of their ass. And in terms of promotion,
now performing Alcohol Free from their album Taste of Love, please welcome K-pop superstars Twice.
this one really only applies to JYP in my opinion, but, one thing I've noticed over the years is how often companies will use their girl groups as lab rats for Western promotion. He did it with the Wonder Girls, he's doing it now with Twice, and he's doing it with Itzy a Little. These bitches will get an ounce of fame in the United States, and he's like, well, off we go. And when he clearly sees that it's not performing that well, he's like, let's keep doing this. Actually, I feel like SM also did it with BoA and SNSD, but we move. Anyways, like, oh my god, give it up. I wish all these companies would give up on trying to break into the American market. This video is too damn long, we are gonna speedrun these besties. Number 10. This one was donated to me by my bestie Cool Web on Twitter. Spending money on boy groups versus the girl groups. His examples: Gravity and Monsta X stealing from WJSN, Pentagon stealing from CLC, 17 and Newest stealing from Priston and After School, Vix and Very Very stealing from Goo Goo Dawn. I don't know, seems right to me. Number 11. The 7-year contract curse. One thing you can depend on is for a girl group to disband. One of the only things consistent in K-pop, methinks. It's always shocking when a boy group disbands or leaves after the 7 years. Number 12. Debuting 3 boy groups for every girl group there is. These companies can pump out a boy group like every 8 months. But take 60 years before they debut their next girl group. It's sick, honestly. Number 13. This performance.
미칠 때